at where we're at. I mean, it's nobody wants to have been in this position. Nobody wants to, have the amount of players and the turnover that we've had to have. But it's also my job to figure it out and to communicate, to lead, to be honest with where we're at.
Mike Vrabel, whose Titans last won a game on Thursday Night Football in Green Bay. They have not won since then, and they now find themselves technically not in first place in their division. However, that title comes down to Week 18, Titans at Jaguars. Winner will win the division. What happens this week does not matter because of the application of tiebreakers. But the Titans at 7-8, Cowboys 11-4. Cowboys still holding out hope of possibly winning the division, Chris, still potentially catching the Philadelphia Eagles. So the Cowboys want this one. The Cowboys need this one. The Titans don't. And as a result, Derrick Henry is doubtful. Ryan Tannehill's out. He would have been out anyway. Jeffrey Simmons out. Bud Dupree out. Zach Cunningham out. Other players out. The folks at Amazon thought they had a pretty good final Thursday night game of the season until that game became meaningless for the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, but it's the right move if you're the Tennessee Titans. Why play them? Why? I mean, what's the point? Let your team get healthy here and be as close as they can be to full strength to give your best shot at the Jacksonville Jaguars. So I get that. Yeah, I understand Dallas is still playing for something there. So, yeah, they're going to be on their A game too. And then, by all due accounts, I expect Philadelphia to beat New Orleans this weekend, and that'll be over. And, this might be Dallas's last showing anyways. They could end up being the team next week that doesn't play starters in the last regular season finale. Doesn't matter. We're the number 5 seed, and so what? Let's just get ready for the playoffs. So this might be their last showing as well. But, yeah, it's unfortunate as a viewer that we're not going to see one more big-time standalone game. It looked like it was going to be awesome. It did. I was kind of excited to see this Dallas defense have to try to stand up to this running attack and Derrick Henry. We've seen that this is an issue for Dallas with big offensive lines and powerful running game. They have a hard time slowing it down, but we're not going to see that. And I think it's totally the right move by the Tennessee Titans, and you get ready for the Jaguars in Week 18 and see where it goes from there.
The NFL hates it, but it's just part of the reality. It is strategic. It is smart. And with only one bye week available per conference, you get your rest when you can, how you can. I mean, if the Cowboys are locked in at number 5, who are they going to play next week against the Commanders?
That's right. That's what I said.
As I said yesterday, if it keeps Aaron Rodgers out of the playoffs, you do what you have to do to get the rest when you can get it. And the Titans are getting theirs tonight as they get ready for a game that's coming up, and they get extra time to get ready for it. As compared to the Jaguars, since they're playing Thursday night, they get another mini bye heading into that winner-take-all game in Week 18.
We are going to get Malik Willis tonight, right? That's the important thing. He gets more reps.
Yes.
He gets game time,
yes.
Right? That's what they need. That's the only guy they need to focus on tonight is how can we get Malik Willis to feel good, comfortable, to where he can go into the Week 18 game and feel like, hey, wait, I can make a few plays, and if I play smart, we can win this football game. That to me is what this night's all about for the Tennessee Titans. The building of Malik Willis' confidence. Other than that, nothing freaking matters other than let's just get healthy for that matchup, and we'll see where that goes, because it certainly hasn't been easy for Malik Willis at this point, and it's not an easy situation he's been thrown into.
14 for 23 last week against the Texans, 99 yards, 2 interceptions, a passer rating of 34.5. Anytime your passer rating is below what it automatically is, if you are just 0 for 1 or 0 for 20, there's like a minimum. If you don't even complete a pass and throw no interceptions, it's like 37. He's below that, thanks to 2 picks on 23 throws with 14 completed for 99 yards. It's just not a good passing performance, and that's where he needs to develop. So you're right, Chris. Get him more reps. Hope the game starts to slow down for him and get him ready for that game against Jacksonville, where he's undoubtedly going to be the starter. I mean, I think it's going to be him the rest of the way. There have been different reports about whether or not Ryan Tannehill can come back, and he is a tough SOB who fights through everything he can. but this is one that it looks like he's just not going to be able to fight through.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be too serious to come back from. And again, with the context of the situation, this is an offense that wasn't great to begin with. And you got a quarterback that's, the number one flaw about him was how raw he was. Big arm, great runner, has some really big-time potential as a thrower. It's natural, but playing in the pocket, going through reads, appropriate touch, appropriate, throw on certain routes, that's still in the process of being learned here. So that's where tonight is good. And then hopefully they can take a little bit from what he does tonight and go, oh, okay, wait, he's kind of good at this, and we can build off that for next week. And also, I don't know if we'll see it tonight, but I would think quarterback, run game, as we saw in that one last week, continues to be more of a part of their game plan overall, to where they're going to be like, the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson in his rookie year, I think, does it next week. This is going to look like, at least I envision it. But this is not an easy situation, and this is one where you'd wonder, why did they go into the year with a rookie quarterback with a team like this that's this raw, and maybe those are some of the reasons John Robbins is not the GM anymore.
Well, and look at those statistics from his 3 starts. And the one thing we don't know, and you're right, Robinson's out, and it's clear that he and Mike Vrabel didn't see eye to eye.
Yep.
And we know very well the Vrabel reaction to the A.J. Brown trade. And I just wonder. I wonder what Vrabel thought about Malik Willis and the decision to draft Malik Willis and undermine Ryan Tannehill. Remember how he reacted to it? Even though it was a 3rd-round pick, this was the guy that many thought would be the first quarterback off the board going into. We talk all the time about how the Vegas information as it relates to the draft is so spot on. Wasn't spot on.
They were wrong
on
that one. They were
was the odds-on favorite to be the first quarterback drafted. So, but it brought a level of expectation, like maybe next year Malik Willis takes over, whatever. We don't know, and Mike Vrabel's not going to tell anybody what he really thought of it. But now Mike Vrabel needs Malik Willis because their path to the playoffs is going to hinge on maybe something better than what we saw in that graphic. Don't put that graphic up again, though. That is as bad as it gets from a passing standpoint, and it puts more pressure on Derrick Henry to be the guy who saves the day. Oh, there it is. I said I didn't want to see it. Look away. Look away. Don't eat your breakfast.
Look away.
Not even 100 yards. He threw 23 passes and didn't get to 100 yards. Man.
I know.
I mean, guys run the ball 23 times and get to 100 yards.
Yes. It is troubling. There's no question about that. And, again, you look, Derrick Henry had 23 rushes in that game for 126 yards. To your point, it hasn't been a strength of their football team with Ryan Tannehill at quarterback. They've taken a step back with the loss of A.J. Brown, and Robert Woods hasn't quite been the same way. So, and now you're throwing in a rookie quarterback into that situation. Yeah, good luck. That's a tough one. It really is. So we'll see what they can do. I got a ton of respect for Mike Vrabel. He's an incredible game manager. I think he's still one of the best head coaches in football. I wouldn't put anything by them. I wouldn't be shocked if we're sitting there on Sunday Night Football next week going, look at this. Malik Willis and the Tennessee Titans are winning by 3 late in the 4th quarter. This is unbelievable. I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, they did that to the Kansas City Chiefs with Malik Willis. They can do it to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The problem is there's more film on Malik Willis now, and it shows.
You know what to expect. Exactly right.
And again, bottom line is, if you're looking for reasons to watch tonight, I mean, I sold the hell out of the Sunday night game with Tom Brady. Maybe the last time you ever see him in primetime. I'll sell that. Bezos, you can owe me. You get to see Malik Willis. Can he get to the point where he'll be good enough for his date with the Jaguars next week? That's the guy to watch tonight. Even as it relates to anyone with the Cowboys. Yes, the Cowboys need this game. The Cowboys are the Cowboys. And their fans are probably going to take over that stadium in Nashville. But it's Malik Willis. That's the reason to tune in tonight for the final Thursday night game of the year. More from Week 17 Grab Bag Edition, including the Geno Smith Revenge Bowl. We'll discuss that one, PFT Live. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.